No, I won't stop.
So this video is sponsored by Cyberpower UK. They build a lot of awesome PCs. If you do want to go check it out, I will leave the link down in the description. So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Plants vs Zombies Heroes video here today. And today, oh man, is it a big one. So the Galactic Gardens update is now live on your devices if you didn't already know. It went live, I think, Thursday evening. It's currently Saturday while I'm recording this, but we got a lot of new content, and I'm going to be going through all of that in today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you do hit the subscribe button down below, because I'm going to be doing a lot of Heroes videos in the next few weeks, and make sure you click the little bell icon so you do know every time I upload a brand new video. So, to start it off with, let's go to the news tab. It says, welcome to the Galactic Gardens update. The all-new 100 card set is here. So there's over 100 new cards in this update, all available right now in packs. Blast off with the Galactic Gardens 100 powerful new space-themed cards in a new pack. Try the amazing Onion Rings and Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, plus the mind-blowing Binary Stars and Supernova Gargantua. Go to the store now and buy Galactic Gardens packs. Now, there is also a new card type called Environments. These can totally change how a game works. In Galactic Gardens, you'll find 20 different environment cards. Play them in any ground lane to create cool special abilities there. You can destroy an environment by playing any other environment in the same lane. So, basically, you have certain environments. There's 10 environments for the plants, 10 environments for the zombies. I think 2 for each different subclass. And basically, these change how they work. So, for example, there's one environment where once you place an environment down, this particular environment for the zombies means that when you place a zombie there, it becomes a gravestone. So it might not necessarily be a gravestone zombie, but it then becomes a gravestone, which is good and bad. It's good because that means it can't get taken out that round, but also, or it can't get taken out on the plant's trick phase, but also, it's a little bad because if they do have grave busters, they can take them down. But there is a lot of cool things with different environments that can make things be very powerful. Let's move on to the next bit. We have new keyword ability Conjure. In Galactic Gardens, you also find 20 different Conjure cards. They'll give you different cards every time you use them. Sometimes they'll also give you Conjure cards extra abilities, better stats, or lower costs. So instead of just kind of giving you a certain card, for example, if you place a bean counter down, I think it gives you 2 weenie beanies. The Conjure one doesn't necessarily give you the same card every time, but it will give you one around that class. And like they mentioned here as well, it could have special abilities like Strike Through. It might cost less, or it might be more powerful, and that's really good. Next, we have Ranked 1 Season Rewards. In Ranked Multiplayer, Season 1 is now complete. You'll receive a unique badge to show off and a piñata of prizes based on the league you reached by the end of Season 1. Now, Season 1 hasn't actually ended just yet, so you do still have a little bit of time to try and get up and as high as you can in the season. But then we have information about Season 2. You'll earn new rewards each time you rank up, so you can earn many of those rank up rewards again in Season 2. If you earned high rank in Season 1, you'll get a head start on your Rank 2 for Ranked Multiplayer Season 2, and Season 2 will run much faster, lasting only 5 weeks. Ranks now take fewer stars to earn, so you'll rank up faster, and earn those ranks fast to get maximum rewards. So in Season 2, it only lasts 5 weeks, you can rank up quicker, and you can get really good rewards. They've also made some changes to the superpowers as well. So for the ZEROx Missile Madness, it used to do 2 damage in all lanes. It now does 1 damage to a plant and it does 3 damage to a plant and 1 damage to all other plants. ZEROx also has the Electro Bolt superpower instead of Dance Off. So instead of making 2 backup dancers, he's going to have the ability to be able to do 3 damage to a plant as well. Professor Brainstorm now has Dance Off as a superpower instead of Electro Bolt, so we'll now be able to spawn 2 backup dancers rather than the Electro Bolt. Transmogrify is stronger. It transforms a zombie into a random zombie that costs 1 brain. It was 2, so obviously the zombie isn't going to be as powerful. And Bubble Up is stronger now. It moves a plant and it gets 4 health instead of 3. And they've also updated the strategy decks to include the new cards. So, first off, before we get into it, if you go over to your packs, if you're only just loading it up, you actually have a free Galactic pack to open. Oh no, you get 2. Alright, fair enough, you get 2. It says get 2 free Galactic packs, limited 1 per player. So we're going to open this up right now, because it's free. So we might as well. You get 2 packs that you can open. There we go. So in total, you're going to get yourself 12 cards. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a legendary as well. I've already got a couple. But look at all these. Look at the Sweet Pea. There's a Sweet Pea shooter there, which is really cool. It's like a pea shooter and a Sweet Pea together. We get a couple of premium super rares, and also a super rare. Another super rare. That's new as well. I haven't got that one. And the strategy decks update, which is a pain. This is really annoying. This takes ages, especially if you open a lot of packs. That takes ages. But let's go through here. What new ones have I got? This is the only new one that I've got, which I've never got before. This is an environment. So this is called Solar Winds. At the end of the turn, if there are no zombies here, it makes a sunflower here. So that's really good because it'll automatically make a sunflower, which then means you will get 1 extra sun at the end of the next turn. So the zombies definitely want to keep a zombie in that lane. But you can get really cool environments. Here's another one. Let's have a look at this one. No, it's not. That's a trick instead. I thought that was an environment. I think this is an environment. Venus Flytrap environment. When a plant here does damage, heal your hero for that much. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to deal damage to the zombie hero. But that environment can make a huge difference, like a ridiculous amount of difference. I think you can use this combo with something else as well. I think there might be a plant where if you heal, it does damage or something like that. So if you put that plant in this Venus Flytrap environment, it becomes a loop, and you can heal quite a lot. But we got a lot of new cards here. Let's have a look at this one. This is Artichoke. When a plant or your hero is healed, do that much damage to the zombie hero. So there we go. That's the plant I was talking about. If you put a Artichoke on this Venus Flytrap, well then that's good, isn't it? Because that Venus Flytrap will do damage. That'll then mean that your hero's healed, which then means that this is going to deal even more damage once again. And it's going to just be a complete combo and combo and combo, and going to be very powerful. So combining the Artichoke with the Venus Flytrap is going to be very powerful. But anyway, let's collect these cards. Let's actually take a look at them all. It says I've got... Do I have any more cards that packs that I can open? We've got Early Access, Science Pack. With the Galactic packs do only cost 1,000 gems as well, by the way, so they're not more expensive or anything like that. You've got the premium packs down there, and then you've got the Galactic packs at the top, so don't actually mix them up. So that's very crucial. But let's take a look at all the new cards. These are all the new cards that you can get. Look at them all. Look at all these new cards. There are so many new cards in this deck right now. Here we have the weed from Garden Warfare 2. It's called the Evasive Species. It's not exactly the weed, but it looks very similar. But look at all these legendaries. We've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 new legendaries added to the game. We have different costs. There are some legendaries that cost 1, like the Reincarnation. And then we've got some legendaries that cost 8, like Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. So we're actually going to go through all of these legendaries. We're not going to go through every card, but we will go through every single legendary right now, because legendaries can change games. So here we go. This Pecanolithith, or whatever it's called. So I think when this is on the board, it's a nut plant as well. But all plants and zombies use their health instead of their attack. So if you've got 2 health, you'll only deal 2 attack. But if you've got like a walnut, which will be very good with this, that means if you use this and you have a lot of walnuts on the board, you're going to deal a lot of damage. But you just have to be watching out for the weed sprays, because that can take them out very easily. Next, we have Bodyguard. This is a squash plant. It's amphibious and team up. You don't get too many team up amphibious plants, so that's really good. When played, it fills your super block meter to full. So if you know that in the left lane there's going to be a very powerful attack, you might want to use this to pop the block meter. Maybe get a special ability that you can use to potentially win the game. Reincarnation. This is a very unique one because it only costs 1 sun. And you can place it down, but most people are probably just going to wait. Like, you're not actually going to want to use this itself, because it's a flower plant. It says, while in your hand, at the end of the turn, this transforms into a random plant with 1 attack and 1 health. Keep this ability. So, what it means by that is this could then transform into a power flower. And it's going to have 1 extra attack and 1 extra health, so it's going to be a 4/6 power flower, but it also keeps the ability. So, if you don't use the power flower that turn, at the end of that turn, it's going to change again. And it's going to keep doing that until you finally use that and place it on the board, which I think is a really nice, unique ability. And it is a little bit RNG as far as what cards you're going to get, but it can be very, very powerful. Next, we have the Mole Kale. This is a leafy plant. When played, each of the plant transforms into a random plant that costs 1 sun or more. So this would work very well with maybe like Shroom for 2 or something like that, because you do have a really good chance of transforming it into different cards, and because they are already in a team-up position, it's going to be pretty powerful. Next we have Captain Cucumber. This is a fruit plant. I didn't know cucumbers were fruit. But when you cards you conjure cost 1 sun less, and when this does damage, conjure a legendary card. So that's pretty crazy right there. So if this does damage, you're going to get a legendary card straight away, which is pretty crazy. And also, every card you do conjure, so if you combine this with different cards, I think most of the cosmic cards from the plants conjures a card when you use them. I'll actually show you one example right now, like this one. So when this plays, it conjures a mushroom, and it gets 2 extra attacks. So if you have this on the board, not that one. If you have this one on the board and then you use that cosmic shroom or whatever it's called, you're conjuring a card, so that's going to cost 1 less. And if this does damage, you're going to conjure a legendary card straight away, which is pretty crazy. This one is also pretty incredible. If you place this down, it only costs 5 sun as well. So if you place this down, every card in your hand becomes a 4/4. So it might be ideal to put maybe 4 of these in a deck with a lot of cards that cost not very many brains, if you know what I mean. So if you put like Shroom for 2s down or something like that, that's going to become a 4/4 instead of a 1/1. Whether the team up one is 4/4 as well, I don't know, but it's definitely going to be very powerful if you have maybe bullseye plants or something like that as well, because then they're going to become a 4/4 bullseye, I think, and very, very powerful. Next, we have Shooting Starfruit. I have got one of these, but I've not actually used it yet, and this actually attacks in all 5 lanes. So, if this is in the very left lane, probably the best position to put this Shooting Star is in the very left lane, because that means it's going to deal 2 damage to every other zombie in every other lane to the right. So that means you could take them out, so the rest of your team could deal damage as well. But I'm really interested to try this one out. I really want to try it out. I'm going to be doing gameplay on every single legendary in the future. But Shooting Starfruit, definitely would say this is best in the left lane rather than the right lanes. But we'll have to see. This one, however, I think is ridiculously powerful. This itself is crazy. This is the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit. I think this is probably one of the most powerful cards in the game right now. It's amphibious. It has 6 splash damage. That's crazy. 6 splash damage is ridiculous. It only cost 8 sun as well, and it actually makes zombie tricks cost 6 more. So, if you place this down on turn 8, that means if you want this to be destroyed, what is it, a rocket on turn 8, you could use a rocket. No, you couldn't use a rocket. You can't use a rocket on turn 8 because that costs 3 brains. So you can't even use a rocket to take this out on turn 8, which is pretty crazy. And because it's got 6 attack and 6 health, and it's got 6 splash damage, you're going to be able to take out a lot of zombies with this as well. So on turn 9, this could get rocketed. If they don't have rockets and they have like the swarm locust or whatever it's called, that's going to be on turn 11. So the fact that this costs 6 more brains for a zombie trick is pretty incredible, and I think it's very, very powerful. Next, we have the Astrocardo. This has got strike through. It's a fruit plant. Fruit plant once again. When destroyed, you gain an Astrocardo pit. This costs 1 sun. It's got 1 health, and at the start of the turn, this transforms into another Astrocardo, which is actually this legendary as well. I've not used one of those yet. I'm curious exactly how that works. This one is also pretty crazy as well. This is called Astrovira. When played, this increases your hero's maximum health by 10, and it heals your hero for 10 as well. So you could place 4 of these down in a game, and you'd be up to potentially 50 health, 60 health, which is crazy. 60 health, and you heal yourself for 10 as well. That's pretty powerful. And if you actually use another plant on your team to bounce this, you can heal yourself again. So you can bounce this character, this plant, and then you can use it again, which is pretty crazy. Then we've got onto the zombie side. We have Interstellar Bounty Hunter. It's got Hunt, which if you actually take a look when Hunt is, when played, a plant when a plant is played, this moves a zombie. This zombie moves there. So it's got Hunt, it's got Frenzy, and when this destroys a plant, it draws a card. So nothing really too special. I mean, it's 4/4/4, and it's got Frenzy, so already that's pretty good. The Hunt might kind of screw things over a little bit with this character. You might not want to use Hunt sometimes, but at the same time, maybe you do. I don't know. But when it destroys a plant, you will draw a card. We've got the Supernova Gargantua. This looks epic, by the way. How awesome does this look? It's got Frenzy. It's got it's 5. Let's actually... I'm just wondering, like... It's 5 brains, 5 attack, and 7 health. It's got Frenzy. When a Gargantua destroys a plant, it destroys all copies of that plant. So that's pretty cool. I was going to say you might as well use this over the Frenzy Gargantua, but this doesn't give Frenzy to all Gargantuas. So the Frenzy Gargantua does still have a benefit. But this is going to be really good, especially if you got like a lot of mushrooms on the deck or something like that. Provided that there's not a mushroom that once you destroy a mushroom, punish room. There we go. As long as you've not got punish rooms on, but that's a pretty cool one as well. We have interdimensional zombie. This costs 1 brain. It's 1 health, 1 attack, 3 health. Science zombie as well, so you got science synergy. And when you play a science card, this transforms into a zombie that costs 3 brains. So straight away you can use this on turn 1, then use maybe a beam me up on turn 2, and this will transform into a 3 brain card, which could be very powerful. But it's random. It's all based off the RNG, so you don't exactly know if it's going to be good or bad. Next we have the teleportation zombie. This is going to be very powerful. It's 2 brains, it's got 5 health, and it's got bullseye. It's a gravestone as well, so that's going to be really crucial, especially if you're playing against a character that doesn't have gravebusters. But you can play zombies when it's time for tricks, so this is going to be very powerful. Can you imagine using like a trickster or something like that on turn 8, because you place this down and then use the trickster in the trick phase? You don't need the teleporter anymore. You could just go straight to the trickster, which is pretty crazy. This is the Corsair Wizard. It's a mustache zombie. When played, if there is a zombie next door, conjure a superpower. So this is very unique. This is conjuring a superpower that your hero has. I don't even know if it's just your hero. It could be maybe any hero. So if you're a zombie, you could get any zombie superpower. And that's going to be pretty crazy because superpowers can change games. Can you imagine if you use this and then you got Super Brains, move a zombie and it does a bonus attack superpower? That would be pretty crazy. And the fact that this is if there's a zombie next door. I'm curious if the zombies on either side, is it going to spawn? Is it going to conjure 2 superpowers? I don't know. We're going to have to try that out, aren't we? Next, we have Binary Stars. This is a dancing zombie. It's a gravestone, and all of your cards do double damage. Once again, a ridiculously powerful zombie card, legendary, and can definitely change how you play the game. Next, we have Intergalactic Warlord. It's a mustache pirate zombie. When played for the rest of the game, all zombies get 1 attack and 1 health. So as soon as you play this, it doesn't matter if it gets taken down or not. All your zombies are going to have 1 extra attack and 1 extra health from what they originally would have. That's counting cards that are drawn as well. Next, we have the Zombot Battlecruiser 5000. It's a gravestone, and this is going to be ridiculously powerful as well because it's a gravestone. When revealed, all zombies can't be hurt this turn. So if you combine this with a mix-up Gravedigger, that's going to be very powerful because multiple turns, you're going to be able to just use this, and your zombies aren't going to get hurt. This can be a game changer. Definitely be a massive game changer. And the second to last one we have is Space Cowboy. This is an imp pet zombie. It's amphibious. It's got strike through. And this zombie moves to the right lane when it hurts the plant hero. So if you have, just think about this. If you have this zombie on the very left lane, it's going to deal damage. If it doesn't die, it moves to the right lane. It'll then deal 3 more damage. And then if it's not taken out, it'll move to the next lane. And obviously, this is going to keep happening provided it doesn't get taken out until you pop the plant's block meter. So it's going to be very powerful, and it can move all the way down to the amphibious lane. Once it's there, it's not going to move right anymore, but very powerful card indeed. Can't wait to try this one out. And the final one that we have, which is the final legendary, is the Cairo Yeti. It costs 5 brains, it's 3 attack, 4 health. This gets 2 attack, 2 health when a plant or zombie is frozen. When played, it freezes a plant, which is pretty cool. So as soon as you play this, it's going to freeze a plant, which is going to then technically make it. That's saying that there is a plant on the board, by the way. But that's basically saying that for 5 brains, you're going to get a 5/6. Which is pretty crazy. And you're freezing a plant as well, so that's not going to be able to deal damage that round as well. So, all of these combined with all of the environmentals that we have, that's pretty crazy. I'm actually just going to take you through all of the environmentals as well. I'm not going to take you through every card, but environmentals are definitely pretty crazy. So, let me search that, and I'm just going to go like that. There we go. So we'll go environments. These aren't all environments, like this one, for example. This isn't an environment. If you played in an environment, it bounces a zombie. That's pretty cool, but let's just go through all of the environments that we have. We've got a berry environment here called Planet of the Grapes. When a plant here hurts the zombie hero, draw a card. So this is just going to give you cards that are drawn, provided you hit the plant hero. Of course, the zombies can replace that with an environment as well. Next, we have a Solar Winds environment. At the end of the turn, if there's no zombies here, it makes a sunflower. We've already checked that one out. We have... oh, we missed a... I think we missed a... Oh, no, there's only one Smarty environment. I thought there'd be more than... I thought there was 2 for each. Alright, fair enough. Then we got the Venus Flytrap. We've seen that one as well. Spikeweed Sector. This is really good. Before combat, do 2 damage to a zombie here. So you can have a plant in that lane. The zombie can have a plant. A zombie can be in that lane as well. But if it's gonna die from 2 damage, it's gonna deal damage just before the zombie turn, and that means it'll get taken out, and then your plant just takes his turn, and it's really good, really, really good. Next environment we have is Force Field. Plants here can't be hurt. That's going to be very powerful, especially if the zombies don't have any environments that they can use. This is also a very good one. This is called Mushroom Grotto. When you play a plant here, it makes a 1 health, 1 attack push room with Team Up. If you shroom for 2s on this, it's going to create 2 different ones. And if you have multiple of these on the floor in the ground lane, you can literally place them down, and you're going to fill the board up with mushrooms. And then if you end up using a pine clone as well, that can be very, very powerful. Next, we have Per Paradise. This is a fruit environment. When you play a plant here, make a copy of that plant with Team Up. That's going to be very powerful, especially in the later game when you're going to be using those very, very powerful plants. We have a Coffee Grounds, which is a bean environment. Plants here get a double strike, and double strike is after combat. This does a bonus attack, which is pretty cool. We also have Vegetation. Nope, that's a trick instead. We have the Red Planet, which is a root environment. Plants here get 5 extra attack and 5 extra health. Pretty crazy, especially if it's got strike through, because then you're guaranteed to hit the hero. Then we have Bog of Enlightenment. This is amphibious. Wait a minute. This can actually be placed on the water lane, because apparently I thought it was just ground lanes. Never mind, I read it wrong. So this is Bog of Enlightenment. Amphibious plants get 2 extra attack here, and non-amphibious zombies get -2 attack. That's only that lane though, that's not the entire board. And then do we have any more environments that we have? Do we have any more? We do not have any more. So how many environments is that in total that we have? That's 1, 2, 3... Is this an environment? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm missing... Is there more zombie environments? I don't know if there's more zombie environments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's only 9 there. There's none for solar. Oh, these are new ones. Okay, 1 second. Solar, are there 2 for solar? Yeah, there's 2 for solar, 2 for Guardian, 2 for Kabloom, 2 for Mega Grow, and 2 for Smarty. I don't know. I generally have no idea. Let's go to the zombie side. Here we go. Here's the zombie ones. Now keep in mind you can only replace a plant environment with a zombie environment. I think these can be I think environments are used on the trick phase, I think. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I think it's the trick phase, but we're going to have to bear with that. I generally have no idea. So first off, here we go. This is called Total Eclipse. Plants here get -1 attack and -1 health. We also have a science environment called Area 22. Zombies here get 2 extra attack, 2 extra health, and Frenzy. We also have Medulla Nebula. When you play a zombie here, you get 3 brains this turn. And Outdated, if you're watching this, buddy, he had a really good combo. If you put the, I can't remember the name of it, I think it's the Gentleman Zombie. It's a gravestone, and it gives yourself, what is it, 2 extra brains. You can use a... the trick where you use, where you spawn 3 gargantuas. I've completely forgotten what it's called, but you can use that on like turn 8. Because you get 3 brains from this, and you'll get the 2 brains from the Gentleman Zombie. And that's pretty crazy. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Next, we have the Transmorphation Station. This is a science environment. Start of turn transforms the zombie here into a random zombie that costs 1 brain or more. that can be good and bad. You don't want to place a powerful zombie in this lane, but also it's really good to place a weak zombie in that lane. You just don't know what it's going to be. Next we have the Neutron Imp. Nope, that's not an environment. We have Meteor Z. Zombies here get 2 extra attack. Okay, so that costs 2 brains. What is this one? What was this one? What was that other one that we got? Where was that other one with Frenzy? Here we go. This costs 3 brains. This is 2 extra attack, 2 extra health, and Frenzy. So that's 3 brains. This one is 2 extra attack. And zombies get 2 extra attack for 2 brains for the crazy class. Next environment we have is Moonbase Z. This is a science environment. Zombies here get Overshoot 3, which is before combat here do 3 damage to the plant hero. So it's basically an uplink bot, and zombies will do 3 damage to the hero before the turn. Pretty crazy. Next we have Black Hole. This costs 1 brain. Plants here get -1, and when a plant is played, move it here. So that's going to be very good at taking out Shroom for 2s, things like that, because as soon as you place it down, they're both going to move to this lane, and they're not going to have any attack as well, because they're going to get -1 attack. We have a Cone Zone. Zombies here get 3 extra health. And we have a Graveyard environment. This is the one where when a zombie's played here, once they're played here, they become a gravestone. When a zombie is revealed, the gravestone, it gets 1 extra attack. So if you end up using, like, for example, the Commando Copter, is it? The Imp in the helicopter. If you use that on that lane, it's actually going to turn it into a gravestone. So you're not going to be able to use it that turn. So you have to be very tactical of what you do. And the final one that we have is the Laser Base Alpha, which is a science environment. Zombies here get Deadly and Strike Through. So this, once again, is going to be very, very good at taking out maybe Shroom for 2s, team-ups, things like that. This is going to be a really good environment. But keep in mind, you can only use the environment on the ground lanes. So I think we're pretty much done there for now. Apart from if we go into ranked, you can kind of see your rewards of what you're going to get here. That's kind of the gems you get. So if you're rank 1 to rank 5, every time you rank up, you get 10 gems, and you get 50 gems, I think, for completing the league. When you get to bronze, every time you rank up, you get 10 gems. Once you complete the league, you get 100, and so on and so forth. So every time you go into a new league, you don't get 250 gems, but it's easier to rank up now as well. So for those people that don't play a lot, you should be able to get to higher ranks and overall get yourself more gems. So apart from that, guys, I think we've pretty much covered everything that's in this update. Stay tuned for some new videos on Plants vs Zombies Heroes. To just finish it off, I'm just going to show you one deck that I made on my phone. It should be over here, right? Is it over here? Yeah, this is look at this deck. I mean, I'm not very good at making decks or anything, but look how many I've just gone almost completely just for new cards, which is pretty crazy. This as well. Oh no, let's add you back. These are really good. These are Bullseye. One health, 1 attack, Bullseye. It's just a 1 for 1 for 1. But when you play another plant, it does 1 damage to a zombie hero. So if you can fill your ground lanes up with these mushroom grottos, basically you place, let's say you place a Shroom for 2 down on the mushroom grotto, and you've got 3 ground lanes of the mushroom grottos, and you've already got one of these down. You place the Shroom for 2 down, which is then going to mean that this is going to do two attacks of the zombie hero, which is Bullseye, so it won't pop the block meter. Then, because you've placed 2 Shroom for 2s down, it's going to spawn 2 more Puff Shrooms, which is then going to be at least another 2 attack on the guy. And of course, if they spawn in one of these environments as well, then that's going to be even more damage, and it's a really, really good combo. But apart from that, guys, I think we're pretty much done with today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you do give it a like down below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.